Welcome to SRB TV.
Oh my God! Come on back! Yeah!
We are here.
Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of SRB TV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at The Flash, Season 8, Episode 5.
Armageddon Part 5, the full wrap-up of the whole crossover.
So previously on Flash Armageddon crossover event, we saw that it turns out it was Dawn behind this whole thing. Like
ridiculous. He created his own reverse Flash point. You know, his own reverse Flash point.
So
and pretty much he found a way to finally correct it and fix the situation without really causing Armageddon whatsoever.
So, and by him finally changing the future and stopping Reverse Flash's plans, he set everything back in place in the present. So Joe's alive.
Yeah, everything's set in motion back to where it was before.
But just as we things are all copacetic, turns out Reverse Flash goes to the time vault.
And it looks like it sounds like he's recruiting somebody, or at least sounds like
has a plan B.
Has a plan B, because since Barry just ruined his plan overall, so we don't know what that is. Quite interesting.
And 3-Eye Willie, he told 3-Eye Willie to go to the future and show that he was proving what
he was saying was right overall. The only hero we still haven't gotten, and we'll probably get it most likely, of course, in this is Mia Queen. We still haven't gotten her just yet, because she's been all over the posters and stuff like that. It looks like they're saving the best for last at this point. That's what it sounds like. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see. I don't know if they're bringing everybody back in this one solid episode. We don't know, because they did a lot of crossovers overall. But it's like just little minor ones. Nothing like, oh, we all group up and then no. So hopefully, maybe by the end of this, maybe we get one large team up at least for the ones that showed up so far. Who knows? But enough said, let's wrap up this crossover and dive into this for The Flash Season 8, Episode 5. So, here we go!
I'm kind of strange. You okay?
Oh, this is literally right after.
Just it's nice to see Joe back in this season.
Yeah.
His own reverse flashpoint. Joe, you died.
So instead of changing patches, that's why I call Reverse Flashpoint. I get it now.
Breathe again.
Nothing like a second shot at life.
Wait.
What? Dark?
He made it through. Unless he made it through with him. He came with
Dude, if he lives past this, he needs to show up on Legends.
On Legends? Fuck yes.
Just to fuck with them.
Barry, why is there a silver villain standing in
I like that.
Thank you.
But I'm not here to cause trouble.
David, how are you still here?
I don't know. My theory?
You're under arrest.
What officers? I haven't even done anything.
It's weird, because I'm so used to him blurring his...
Yeah.
And do you want to know why?
You really are a true hero, Barry.
It's interesting what she did with the Psycho Pirate mask in the future.
That's Taylor, the news alert. Dawn is at CCPD.
So long.
You want a hero?
Oh!
Mia!
She's the one who shows up.
William.
Wrong answer.
Oh, what the
She's
fuck?
fading.
That's a temporal fade, pal. Looks like you're not too much longer for this timeline.
Stay down, Dawn.
I just realized his outfit is more comic books accurate.
Yeah.
It's not the burnt bottom half.
I have to ask you. What is it? I need you to save me.
Excuse me? Can we reverse that and bring that back up again?
I'm Chester Pete, by the way, you got and it is
Oh, official
Feature Green Arrow. Mia Queen.
Feature Green Arrow.
Progeny of Felicity Smoke and Oliver Queen.
Brother.
You see if you can find out how much time Dawn has left.
Also, help find her brother. I mean, she
hasn't brought that up. That's why I said she hasn't brought up about the whole, William.
Tonight, I decided to put on a suit.
Oh yeah.
Pilot episode that never
pretty much got
William and
passed.
I went to see Dad's statue, but
Oh, they're continuing this.
Oh, wrapping this.
They're wrapping this.
I've been looking for him for 2 years.
I kind of like that. They're trying to wrap up a loop.
That from her father's side. Go on.
Besides that, I like how they're trying to wrap up that storyline. You know, to bring her into this story. It's like we gotta wrap that up.
Looking for someone to save you?
Sweet.
Look, somewhere else.
Caitlin's like, sorry, I'm out.
I knew ways to kill you.
Hey, look, he's being truthful. To be honest, he's being like straight up for it. It's not like he's gonna, I'm gonna go back.
So he has like a syndrome.
We need to talk.
Come here.
Now.
Come here. It's like grabbing the ear going, get over here, you know?
What's wrong with you? People you think are good, you have to protect everyone.
There you go.
That's what heroes do. I know that. Do you?
Yeah, 'cause you're about to agree with this shit.
In the name, Barry, or in a red suit. It's the choices we
You're
make
not
to decide
Santa.
And what thing. If you let Dawn die, you don't have to worry about him destroying our family.
God damn.
His
That is the
father,
most pissed off I've seen that man this entire show.
his father's shoes has very much gotten so much bigger, cojones as well.
And that's the other thing. If it's that easy to stop.
We're nurses.
Shit, I was like, okay, that's cool there.
That was pretty cool.
That was a cool shot.
Boy band shot.
Yeah, pose! Fighting it.
You realize that's the daughter of Oliver Queen, right?
Yeah, you know.
Chuck, you're amazing.
Yeah, I can work with these.
The boots.
The boots.
It's the boots!
Come on, it's the golden boots.
It's the boots. So wait.
Yep,
There it is.
The golden boots.
Golden boots.
Perfect fit, Chester.
Perfect.
Thanks. Now run, boss. Run.
Run, boss.
Run.
Ah, there they are. The golden boots. Look at them boots! That was literally that shot in that show.
Yeah.
Oh!
Boom,
Coup
boom,
de
dynamite.
grace. Coup de grace on this
Yeah,
one.
there they are.
My speed is my life. You took my life!
There he's an artist. Okay, let's go have pancakes. Fuck, are we going to a CW?
I know, right? Are they going to the premiere of the Flash episode?
Wow.
That's right, he's disappearing.
I need a drink. A real one? Standing here.
Like normal people,
Normal.
both
Normal.
of us, man.
I just mean that you called me up about Dawn earlier.
Oh.
We're totally normal. Totally normal. Nothing sexual going on here.
People. We're normal people.
So I think you're gonna need that someday.
Oh shit.
Now he's gone.
That's it. That's all it
That was
was.
his unfinished.
Dad?
Nora!
Nora.
Yeah, I just got you back.
I love you, Nora doll.
It's them switching places.
Yeah.
That's what it is. His final goodbye.
Out again?
It's a good send off for Damien Dark. That's a nice send off. I like that.
It's interesting too, because Bray was probably having dinner with her, like, what the fuck?
I know, right? Oh!
No.
Wait.
Oh, shit! No, 2014. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed up. They're in the picture.
2014. So that was the
yeah.
Flash Armageddon
Yeah.
Part 5, the finale. Okay. What's the best way to put this up?
Yeah, that's how it was. It's like this one was still kind of like, okay, so Despero was still pretty much the bad guy in a way. He was just like he was one of those.
It turns out he was just more deadly when it came to saving the world. That's really
it's a type of thing where it's like it's still gonna happen, but it's like it's type of thing where it's like Barry tells him, it's like, well, that's why we're here. You know, we're the heroes to stop it from ever happening. You know, that's that type of thing it is.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on this episode. It pretty much just wrapped up things. I mean, yeah, ultimately they were going to save Dawn. I mean, I think my favorite part was just Joe giving that speech, or like, are you fucking
To me,
kidding?
that was the best, honestly, that was the best part of this episode. It was just Joe literally going, get your head out of your asses and think about what you're doing. It's just like, this is what you've taught the team, this is what you've told yourself, this is what your code was, and now you're breaking all of that.
Yeah,
You know?
so ultimately, yeah, this was fine. I mean, it introduced his boots, which was the final piece of his outfit in the longer run, which was nice. They look nice. Were they like energy dispersal? Yeah, they were like energy dispersal boots.
That seems like, yeah.
That's what I think. That's what Chester was saying. Yeah, the episode was fine. Yeah, ultimately showed how much everybody evolved to a point where like they were either A, willing to let him die, and B, eventually thinking about, you know.
Well, the only thing I like, and I'm like, I wish they would have continued, or maybe even wrapped it up in this episode, was the whole William thing. It was like, I like how they were kind of, when she brought up her brother, I'm sitting there going, okay, they're kind of trying to fix, like, okay, what happened to the brother, and try to bring her, find a way to bring her in, and it's more of, I'm still looking for my brother.
Yeah, I guess what they're doing with her being in this episode is pretty much just kind of continuing her story in the background until they get another shot at doing another pilot with
Either
her.
another pilot or maybe another way where it's like, it gets her involved, because it feels like, okay, you know.
I mean, also it was cool hearing their version of Reverse Flash's origin story.
Yeah, exactly.
Which more or less is more or less
it's as close you're gonna get. It's still gonna get as close as you can. Where he was jealous.
It's a Reverse Flash's story in the comics that sprinkles Syndrome on it from Incredibles instead.
It is either which way. Whether it is, you know, like I said, from this show or even the comics, it's about the same. Where it's like
I just thought his plan was gonna be grander, to be honest. Not just doing what he did this episode. It was cool to see Dark finally.
I love Dark's send-off. I love his send-off in this.
That was nice.
It was very lovely. It was more of a final. It was like a good goodbye that he really wanted instead of what we got last time.
Yeah. The Time Stone, giving Joe the Time Stone. That's something gonna be brought by the end of the season.
Probably by the end of it.
They probably will legit kill him by doing that. Joe by doing that. So we'll have to see on that.
We'll have to see on that. But like I said, this episode overall was really good.
What does it mean for Impulse and Access to be in that photo?
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have to wait and see on that.
I think this part is now just setting up the rest of the season where we're not done with them yet. I think they're gonna come back into the fold sometime this season, or setting up something.
It does seem like they're saying for like I don't know if they're already celebrating 100th or 150th episode soon.
I don't know. I don't remember.
If you could double check.
Yeah, go ahead.
They could be setting that up to where they do a whole. I guess they have to get a history lesson on the Flash, and they go back to season 1, pretty much, of the show, where like.
Because I think they've already done 100 episodes already.
Well, I don't know if it's 100 or it could be more. There's so many seasons of this show, it's ridiculous. But it could be an interesting episode, just them going back and probably finding out more about what made their father, pretty much, and what made him his goals and aspirations.
No, we're past the 150 mark. The 150 mark was in season 7.
Okay.
Because this, yeah.
Okay, it could be whatever then. But we'll just see where it goes on that.
Yeah, because this was episode 156 overall. So.
Okay. Overall, I guess
for this crossover itself. Now we're not saying it's it was as we're just saying it was good. That was it.
What was the first Arrowverse crossover?
The very first one.
I know there was Crisis. I know Crisis on Earth X. Crisis on Infinite Earths. I know there was one before Earth X. I just forgot the name of it. Shit, I forgot the name of it. Well, out of all of them, I feel like this one has been the weakest. The problem with it is that it feels like they were trying to do something simple, and people's expectations were high, and then they didn't realize how high people's expectations were. I mean, consider what the posters showed, who was going to cameo on it, who they ultimately had showing up in the episodes overall. It was really cool, but then ultimately everybody kind of did the crossover event in one episode, but it was all against Barry, which was weird. Like, we got kind of Ryan leading the team for the first time, but kind of not.
I don't know. There's been a lot of mini crossovers and major crossovers. That's the problem. Is that because it's like you have like heroes join forces where it's like Flash joining, and remember that at a certain time it was a Flash versus Arrow.
I guess like in terms of a grand Arrowverse crossover, would be Crisis on Earth-X?
I think so.
So yeah, I honestly think this is the weakest of the Arrow.
No, Invasion. No, remember Invasion was the first major.
Yeah,
one.
this was easily the weakest. I think it was. I'm gonna be honest. We are aware that was primarily not Arrowverse crossover. It was like a Flash-esque crossover.
It was more of a Flash-esque crossover, but still, it was a crossover because it brought other characters from other shows.
So if I had to put it with the other ones, I would say this is the weakest.
It is, but it's not. It's not a bad thing. It's still, like I said, it was still an enjoyable crossover. We still enjoyed certain bits that they had in it and things like that, but just story-wise, it wasn't strong enough compared to the others. And we understood, even they stated going, after this Crisis one, we're not going to dive into say anything major. So we kind of figured they're taking a major step down because of how much they had to build up for that Crisis.
Yeah, like easily the strongest episodes were like part 2 and part 4, because part 2 really got things underway, and part 4 was not only a really cool what-if situation, but we got to see potential future storylines with the cast. Like, we got to see Ryan Choi in a classic Adam outfit.
Yeah, not classic, but more of comic accurate. Very much comic accurate outfit.
We got apparent story progression for Batwoman in the future, according to things. We got hints at Chester and the one chick getting together. You know,
well, everybody knew that one. So,
but it was nice. Well, the point was, it was nice to see teases of future potential storylines. So I really enjoyed it.
But things still can change. Things can still change. That's the thing compared to what we saw in the future.
Yeah, seeing Dark back again was really cool, and there was some stuff I really did like about part 5. You know, Damien Dark coming back, reconciling with his daughter more or less. You know, Joe getting on their case about it. Plus, getting to actually find out Reverse Flash's origins for those who didn't really know Reverse Flash's origins.
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't really know about it, pretty much. And like I said, that's the closest you're going to get from the comic accurate. I mean, if you want comic accurate, you know, you can find it online on YouTube and stuff like that. But even when you listen to it, it's like, it's as close as you're going to get to this.
Like Despero. He was just there.
I thought Despero was like, there could have been more for him. There could have been much more. I feel
like it would have been so cool if there was a twist where it turns out, you know, he reconciles with Flash and the team and helps them stop the main bad or something like. No, it just turns out, oh no, he just likes killing people.
It's
his way.
What it is for him is doing the right thing, and it's like one of those things. It's almost like the Punisher, where it's like they deserve it, no matter what. Nobody deserves to live for whatever they've done. It's like they have to die. It's like you have to kill them, because if not, if you keep letting them live, and it's like they're gonna come back stronger. They're gonna do something even worse. It's like just kill them and get them over with. That's what he's doing.
So like ultimately for me, it wasn't for a fact this didn't feel like a really good Arrowverse crossover. It was just a bad It was just not a good crossover overall. It wasn't like as thrilling as the other ones we got. And the other side of things.
And to be honest, I was actually coming in this with very low expectations.
Yeah,
only because it's like, how can you follow Crisis when even they stated, the writers had stated going, next year it's definitely going to be smaller.
Yeah, I knew that. I even knew that going in. It was going to be smaller expectations. They already confirmed it wasn't going to be as big as Crisis, and I was fine with that. It's just, they kind of made you expect a lot from the poster. You thought, all these guys are going to team up. No. Freaking Palmer shows up for one episode.
Mia was in one episode.
Lightning was only in one episode.
Batwoman was only in one episode.
Technically, Sentinel was in 2 episodes. Technically. It didn't really feel like a crossover. It's like little blips of other characters showing up, and that's really it, you know. And
it wasn't really no team up.
Yeah, and even the grandiose final battle against Despero was like, he stomped on him. He literally stomped on him. That's it.
Or not even that. He just put out the fire. That's it.
Yeah, and that was it. I'm like, okay. I mean, there was stuff to like throughout, but yeah, this was easily the weakest of the Arrowverse crossovers.
Yeah, I mean, again, like we said, we enjoyed it. It was an enjoyable crossover. Let's put it that way. It was enjoyable, but the story was not really too strong for what a lot of people want it.
Yeah, like if I had my list, because I've thought about it, Rob, my list would be now for Arrowverse crossovers, worst to best would be this, Invasion, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Crisis on Earth. Crisis on Earth X. Armageddon will be at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought about it more, and Crisis on Earth X did have a lot more jam-packed into it compared to Crisis on Infinite Earths, which kind of dragged its feel a little, but it was still exciting.
And I think what it is right now, and for the CW, we're transitioning. You can tell we're transitioning to not only newer shows, but also the tone of the shows are changing. So it's like they're going through a phase right now for CW. So it's going to be a while, to be honest, till we see something as massive as Crisis. And as a massive crossover. It's like, it's going to be a while. Because right now they're transitioning, because we got new shows coming in with, like, what is it, Naomi, and, other new shows, that are they're just starting to get their feet off the ground, like Superman and Lois and stuff like that. So it's like, we're seeing the transition in the CW shows, especially we got Stargirl, we have Titans and stuff like that, and all of them. But it's like it's a type of thing where it's like we're transitioning, and it's gonna be a while.
And if you really think about it, we didn't really need to fully catch up with all the Arrowverse. I'm glad we did. I want to know.
We had to anyways.
But let's be honest, the only ones we kind of needed to watch were obviously the Flash, and the Flash, and part of this current season of Batwoman, so they can show how, like, they're kind of hinting at a relationship between Ryan and Sophie. And that was it. That's all you need to really watch. Okay, and Supergirl a bit, just to clarify that, she's she's Sentinel now. Like a few episodes into that, but that's really it. We didn't really. I mean, I'm glad we did, but like
you said, this crossover. Like I said, this was more of a Flash specified crossover. It was only within the Flash's world, pretty much, is his own bubble and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
As of right now, I don't know where this season's going.
Now, do I want to see more involving Mia Queen, or see them bring it back up or something? Honestly, yes. I really want to see them wrap up that story, because they started it. They tried to do it in the backdoor pilot. That didn't work. But I liked how they tried to bring it up here, but then we still didn't get an answer. It was more of like, oh, we found something over here, and that's it. Where we're gonna talk to my mom. That's it. It's like I wouldn't mind seeing her story kind of wrap up and her at least get her brother back. That's a bit I honestly wouldn't mind seeing.
Yeah, because as of right now, we don't know the antagonist for the remainder of the season. The only two threads we have going right now is Joe has the time stone.
And then of course they set up for
Impulse Access to go to 2014.
Yeah, somehow something happens in 2014, or at least their involvement causes something.
My biggest fear, and we talked about this about season 7, because we kind of forgave season 7, because season 7 was during the pandemic. It was just when they got their feedback on. They wrapped up season 6. They went to season 7, they wrapped up stuff from season 6, and after that, it was just stitched together little arcs throughout.
Mini arcs that they added in there. And it's like, you could tell it looked like they were really trying to struggle to get to the crossover already.
My biggest fear is that this season's going to be the same.
Yeah, I've had the same thing.
The problem I have is that if that's going to happen here, it's very obvious they need to end this show. It's
getting to a point where have the writers hit their wall? Have they hit that writer's wall? Where it's like they're running out of stories and you can tell. It's like, and the only way to figure that out is in this season, because in this season we're back to normal compared to what happened with the pandemic and things like that. We're back on track and doing shows, stuff like that. Can they make it survive this season? Can they make it a strong season?
Yeah. And
that is very scary right now, because right now it's feeling that way, especially the way we started off the whole season of The Flash with this crossover, and now we're diving into this. So like I said, we'll have to see as we watch it on our own time, because like I said, we only did this because of the crossover, and that's it. But I hope and wish the best for the Flash this season, and hopefully it can, start gaining some type of traction.
Yeah, we'll only have to see when we come back for the next Arrowverse crossover. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like it just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about Arrowverse shows, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys not only thought of this part of the Armageddon, but also what did you guys think of this crossover, this year's crossover for Arrowverse? Did you guys enjoy it? Do you agree that it feels like this is the weakest one out of all the other crossovers? Or do you think it ranks at a different level for you? Did you enjoy seeing certain characters return or seeing certain characters potentially maybe coming to the team at some point maybe in the future? We don't know just yet. And let us know in the comments down below. What are your guys' hopes for maybe the next crossover? What do you want out of it? Do you want them to finally kind of tell them, hey, there are other Earths, not just, hey, we're all on one solid Earth?
Yeah, that was the other thing I hated. They still are hinting that the multiverse isn't there when we clearly know they showed at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths that the multiverse has been reset.
They just moved a lot of heroes onto one world while there's still multiple Earths. Would you like to see that again? Kind of like maybe be that brought up maybe in the next crossover, kind of going, wait a minute, so there are still more Earths. That would be cool to see. Who knows? But let us know in the comments down below what you guys thought of not only this crossover, but this episode overall for the last part of the crossover. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So, guys, and of course, if you guys want to see any more Arrowverse related stuff, we have 3 things you can check out. You can check out the one show we are doing reactions for every episode, and that's Stargirl. We have the first 2 seasons, complete seasons
full seasons, yeah,
of our reactions to Stargirl. Really good stuff there. Really enjoy that. You can also check out all of our previous other Arrowverse reactions here on the channel, which includes
all the DC crossovers in our playlist,
which includes labeled. For some reason, the Kevin Smith directed episode of The Flash.
We had to do that one.
Invasion, Crisis on Earth X, and Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Even when The Flash first met Supergirl.
Exactly. And of course, before I forget, you can also check out our reactions to the Season 2 trailer of Superman and Lois. But on the next episode of SRBTV, dealing with anything...
Yeah, one other DC show we've been reacting to currently.
Well, I focus on Arrowverse shows.
Oh, Arrowverse shows, but...
But yes, if you want to check out also our reactions to Titans...
Other DC-related stuff from Titans to even Young Justice currently... We're currently reacting to Young Justice Phantoms. You can also check that out.
Yes. And Harley Quinn as well.
That too.
But other than all that, and on the next episode of SRBTV, dealing with Arrowverse-related stuff, we'll be back when Stargirl Season 3 comes back for that stuff.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's...
Until next crossover.
Yeah, so as for other SRBTV stuff, look forward to continuing our Animaniacs reviews, reactions, as well as the Young Justice Phantoms reactions, which I believe should be wrapping up its first half...
Mid-season soon.
Soon. But, yeah, until next time... I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Armageddon-filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.